What is up, party people? Um, okay, carnivores, it's day 15, and I've been in a bit of a funk all day. I would call it a um, kind of like a carryover emo funk from yesterday. Um, but survivable, nothing drastic. But I just like feel kind of like laughy now because you guys, I just absolutely killed a steak. Like killed it so badly. I feel really bad for that steak. Like, who did it ever hurt? Oh my gosh. I tried to cook a really thick steak from frozen in a skillet. It went really badly. Like the entire outside is charcoal black carcinogenic material, and the inside is actually like decently pink. I mean, honestly, I'd call it blue rare. And I could keep going. The problem is the texture is so unbelievably tough already from what I did to like the exterior. I can't even count how long that thing was in the pan, but anyway, I'm a recovering vegetarian, guys. I was a vegetarian for 19 years. I've very little experience cooking meat, so it's a huge learning curve for me, just like cooking meat at all successfully. Which is why I love places like Hungry Root and well anyway, places like that where I can order pre-cooked proteins because I don't know what I'm doing. And I love barbecue, but I don't know how to grill. And I would love to say that I have like some ambition of becoming like a barbecue grill master someday, but I don't. I kind of just want to keep friends close around me that know how to do that. And like create an exchange program, grill my meat for me, and I'll fold your laundry type of a thing, which I actually do, by the way, for a particular friend. Anyway, guys, okay, so despite my carryover emo funk, that I'm calling it from yesterday, I got a really good night's sleep, and maybe it was like a mild fake sugar ice cream coma from my stumble yesterday. I don't know. I don't care. I was tired and I needed the sleep, so I'm grateful for that. And then I was grateful to have the day off too, because I like really need a break. And so I just had a day of rest, honestly. I just let myself be in that funk and I kind of did absolutely nothing. Um, yeah, I watched some shows. I hung out by the pool. I did join like a Zoom uh, Bible study prayer meeting thing. I just listened to it with my camera and my microphone off. But that was soul feeding, so that's cool. Swam a bunch of laps still, walked my dog. Um, that was good. Spent a little bit of time in the Word, but not nearly enough, honestly. I really need to get back to the Word. Last couple days, I've just been too busy with life. Anyway, it's neither here nor there, and I've already rambled on for 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay. So what I'll say about today is I made notes so I wouldn't like float off into outer space while I'm talking to y'all. I did do a better job today at resisting temptation. It was not 100%, but I did a better job of resisting temptation. With my job or this job, like I have 3 jobs, but this job with staying in other people's houses and taking care of their pets, it's lovely and wonderful, and I love this. I love it. I do. But one of the problems with my job is you are at the mercy of what other people have in their fridges and pantries. So it's like, for instance, if you were an alcoholic trying to not drink alcohol, you wouldn't go hang out in a liquor store, right? Yeah. So I'm in these houses and this one's pretty clean most of the time, but you guys, there's a couple of things in the pantry that I want to eat so desperately. There's these roasted salted cashews that just look like so delicious. And there's this particular granola. I'm not going to tell you the brand because then it'll become a fantasy for you. And I'm not going to try to do that to your brain. But there's this one particular brand of granola that is like insanely, insanely, insanely good that I could eat a whole bag in one sitting. And by the way, have done that previously in my former carbohydrate life. And there's just a brand new bag of that dang granola sitting in this woman's pantry, and it is just calling my name. And I'm not even joking. I had to spend like a lot of mental energy saying no, 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 because I am not. I think that's something I'm going to live by on this carnivore journey. We're going to stumble. I stumbled yesterday, but I will not have 2 stumble days in a row, y'all. No, sir, no, ma'am. We are just keeping on trucking along. So that was challenging, but I think part of why I had such a hard time resisting that, I did resist it, praise the Lord. But like I ended up having 2 yogurts today just because they were sugary. I mean, they taste sugary. The sweet taste is what I'm after. No, there's no sugar, but it's still like I rarely have. I've never had 2 of those in one day that I can remember. I just have 1 a day at the most, right? Sometimes I don't have them at all. But I was like losing my mind. But here's the thing, and this is what I realized, okay? So yesterday okay, this is the lesson. Don't open that can of worms. Don't open the worms. Don't open the can of worms. You know what's in there. It's all gonna get squiggly. Don't do it. So I opened the can of worms yesterday by indulging in that keto ice cream and having that stumble. And by the way, I had heard some carnivore influencer online saying that they have like a Diet Coke from time to time. And I'm like, cool. I want a sparkling, sugary tasting beverage. So I had a Coke Zero and it was so good. But I'm telling you guys, I think it really triggered me. I think that just inviting these couple things back in was just like open a can of worms. That's it. And then I've got squiggly again. And I have had 0 squiggliness throughout this process up until yesterday and today. You know what I mean? So I think I just need to close that door. Yeah, I'm not opening that door again. I got to close that door. And the only sweet taste I can seem to be able to handle is, like I said, those Oiko yogurts from time to time and the allulose in my coffee. But I will say, I'm starting to lose my taste for that. I think it's weird. In certain ways, I'm getting used to less sugary taste. So like the yogurts taste really sweet to me now, whereas before they didn't taste that sweet at all, you know. But I'm going to try having my coffee tomorrow without any sweetener. Just keep it simple, you know. A lot of it is just I really like coffee taste and I like a hot beverage in the morning. I really want to condition my taste buds to just want sweet less and less. Because then I'll be less likely to fall into these pickles or these can of worms, however you want to call it. Okay, so that's a learning lesson. Yeah, and I'll say lastly, guys, the other thing about today that stood out is the absolute importance of meal prep. Because I was in a funk, I was not in any kind of mood to cook stuff. And I didn't really have a lot available that looked good. And I got to admit, and I think it's partially because of this craving things and me inviting the sweet back into my world in those little ways, big ways, whatever, yesterday, that I felt a bit of meat fatigue for the first time today. I've not really had that before. Everything's just tasted really good to me up until this point. But today I found myself really fantasizing about non-meat foods. Potatoes, those cashews, yeah, that granola, obviously, but and even fruits, and I don't want to say vegetables because I don't really fantasize about vegetables. I don't know many people who do. But the point is, I haven't had that meat fatigue today. I think if I had opened the fridge and seen some things just ready to go that sounded good, I would have been all right. But since I didn't really have a lot prepped and it just seemed like so much work to like do a thing, then I think I found myself thinking about the things that were easy, that live in this house that don't even belong to me. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't great. Anyway, I'm squiggly. I'm even physically squiggly today. Dang sugar. It's not even sugar. It's sweet taste. That's what Kelly Hogan talks about. She's like, she knows for her, she can't even entertain sweet tasting things. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to graduate to that. In the present, I've been doing okay with them yogurts and coffee, but I don't know. I kind of want to liberate myself from even needing sweet in my coffee. I really do. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try it tomorrow. And I know coffee's not carnivore, so don't grill me in the comments. But I think it's a small concession. If the bulk of because I'm not doing this to be perfect, I'm doing this for health. Sorry, I keep standing on the stand that this is on and making it wiggle. I'm doing this for health. I'm doing this for healing. I'm doing this for weight loss. I'm doing this for longevity. And I don't think coffee is going to be the death of me. So we'll put it that way. Anyway, guys, I suspect that's really all I've got. In a funk, meal prep is extra important. Better job of resisting temptation today. Not perfect. Had 2 yogurts and a couple of grapes that were left over from the party tray. But, you know, I didn't eat the whole bag of granola. So we're going to call that a victory. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm closing that sweet taste door. Going to try coffee without sweetener tomorrow. Importance of meal prep. So, yeah, I'm going to, I took out some, I got these grilled chicken breasts they're pretty good. Chicken and shrimp and fish, lighter things sound good to me when I'm in like a meat fatigue zone. You know, it just seems less meaty or something. So anyway, I took out some chicken to thaw overnight. And I'm going to cook up a whole skillet of that Italian pork sausage and start having that with some eggs at breakfast. Even cheese didn't sound good to me today. I think I just, you know how sometimes when you're grumpy, nothing sounds good? There's probably a little bit of that going on. Anyway, guys, thanks for rolling with me. I am going to go watch a show with my dog and relax before going to bed. But even though I had a slightly funky day, I had a restful day. I had a better day than yesterday. Whoop, whoop. So we'll take it. I hope you guys are doing good out there and have a blessed night. Stay strong. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Let them help you. God bless you. Praying for y'all and have a beautiful night.